What up? It's your boy Wall Street, and I'm back. And today, I want to talk about likely the greatest head coach of all time in NBA history, Mr. Gregg Popovich, because Pop recently announced that he will not be returning to coach the Spurs, ending his 29-year-long career coaching them. And this is crazy because, this is something that I honestly, wasn't really prepared for. If you guys don't know, Gregg Popovich suffered a stroke at the beginning of the season, and Mitch Johnson stepped up as the head coach. He has been named the, full-time head coach now. He was just the interim head coach during this past season. And, it's crazy because he's just been such a big part of NBA history, especially ever since I've been growing up. I mean, watching him coach like Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and Manu Ginóbili and all of these guys, Kawhi Leonard, all of these guys throughout my childhood, and watching just the Spurs just be such a exceptional team, mainly because of how good of a coach he was, year after year, right? Like, it was very rare to see the Spurs be bad. I'm glad that he got the chance to at least coach Wemby last season. He's going to be the team president, so he's just transitioning to a different role in the organization. I mean, he's an older dude. He's 76 years old. I think he's just doing what is best for him and his health and his family at this point, and it makes a lot of sense. I'm glad that he's still going to be around with the organization. But shout out to Pop. And he's amazing. He is the winningest head coach in NBA history with 1,422 wins and 869 losses. He won 170 playoff games with the Spurs, which is the most by any coach with any one team, and it's also the third most overall, behind only Phil Jackson, who has 229, and Pat Riley, who has 171. So Pop was just shy of getting to that second place mark, because I'm sure if he made it into the playoffs, he would have at least won a game or two. So honestly though, just seriously, I know people talk about Mike Krzyzewski being, one of the best basketball coaches of all time. I think Gregg Popovich is the best coach of all time. A lot of people say Phil Jackson because of all the rings and stuff like that, but I think about it a little bit differently, right? Phil Jackson had Kobe Bryant, Phil Jackson had Michael Jordan, right? Gregg Popovich, granted, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginóbili are all great players. David Robinson, great player. But none of them were LeBron James. None of them were Kobe Bryant. None of them were Michael Jordan. And despite that, he was still able to have such a great, cohesive team that just was able to win time and time again. I think they had a 20-year playoff streak or something crazy like that. From the time they had Tim Duncan drafted all the way until he retired. They were just consistently in the playoffs. And sometimes they would lose first round, it was just, but just to have that level of consistency time and time again, I just think, and with the way that he coached, the way he motivated, the way he talked to his players, both on and off the court, it was just incredible. I mean, if you guys really don't know much about Gregg Popovich, just watch some of his interviews. Watch, there's probably live practice clips. I feel like I've seen videos of him, yelling at guys in practice and stuff like that. Check some of that stuff out, because he really is everything a coach should be. He truly cares about his players. He wants them all to succeed. And he's blunt about it. He tells it like it is. He's one of the most hilarious, halftime interviews and post-game interviews of all time. He's all time, man. The guy is just super all time. So super wild stuff, He started being the head coach in 1996. So it's crazy, he's so good at what he does, man. He's so good at what he does. So I'm not trying to glaze, but Gregg Popovich, truly one of the best coaches of all time. So Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think is in store for the Spurs? What do you think about Pop? Do you think there's a better coach out there all time? Or am I just glazing? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to check you guys later, though, man. Stay safe, stay up, stay blessed, stay healthy. I'm going to catch you later. Peace.